Let's get it. Fucking hoagie time, boys. I've hotkeyed a mute button as well, so if at some point the keyboard mashing disappears, you'll know why. This world record is completely free, by the way, just 100% completely free. The only other run of this game, or every other run on the board I should say, was done before this new version was discovered. Oops. Oh, that's terrible. That movement sucked. Yikes. You can probably see in my splits actually that if you watch the Yaobikuni run, this is like 10 minutes plus on top of that. That's a free hoagie. It is a free hoagie. Every category in this game that isn't Yaobikuni is a free hoagie. And there's 3 of them, so it's free hoagies. Let's fucking go, boys. I'm trying to remember where all the mashing is, because as mentioned, I have a hotkey bound to the mash buttons, so if I'm mashing for any long stretch of time, I will also hold in that hotkey. Unless I'm speaking into the microphone, obviously, just to try and prevent some of that mash sound from going into the mic. Free hoagies for the watch party later, fucking huge. Let's go, boys. Oh shit, did not mean to open that, fuck. You can skip this cutscene now. Yeah, that's cool. Minus 2 minutes 52, yeah boy. That was actually kinda, I wouldn't say bad, but that was not a great Yuka split. It's just an indicator more often, or more so, of how good this new version is compared to the existing version that we used to use. I'm forgetting like all my mash cues. You need to mash Z and X to get through the dialogue and shit. And X also happens to be the menu open button. So you might see me open the menu a couple of times by accident. You can obviously unlearn that if you learn the timings for all the text boxes so that you know when to stop mashing, but I'm still just small brain at this game, so I don't have that down yet. I'm not super fussed about these categories though. The only, well not the only, but the main category that I like to run in this game is Yaobikuni, which is the one that I recently took 2nd place in. Just I think it's kind of weird to have a 22 or like 21 minute time, whatever it was, for one category using the new version, and then every single other category is just ridiculously outdated. I might as well just update my times in like every category. There is a reason that I'm like going away from the door to go back into the door as well. Like every door that you go into, oh wow, that routing sucked. So every door that you go into I should say, has dialogue that comes up, which will usually tell you something trivial, like oh the door is locked, etc. But if you press the menu button as you walk into that tile, you skip that dialogue. It's a neat little trick. Tegron, thank you very much for the host, hope you're keeping well. And I hope you're enjoying Project Cat as well. Big GG's on the many records. Ordered a big fucking... I hope I pronounced this correctly as to not disrespect my family. Ordered a big fucking gyro Did I fuck it, or is that acceptable pronunciation? Like, every part of my being wants to pronounce that as a gyro, and I know that's not correct. I think that's it for this area. We should be able to just run across now to the second mansion. That was good. What's worse is the fact that I can't even pronounce that. Heroes. Ah, I didn't even investigate the window. A clown. Is that correct? Sick. Expands vocabulary. Get the firewood. If you pick up the firewood, you are basically locked into one of the bad endings. I say one of the bad endings. This game has 4 endings and 3 out of 4 of them are bad. But the 2 endings that you can get if you like the firewood, they're both considered bad. So you're locked into at least a bad ending by doing that. Let's go. I think this is the long way that I've gone. Nice. I wasn't sure if it was this room or the one on the right side either. Because it's the right side in the original Mermaid song. But this is, of course, the remake. Some of the rooms have been shuffled. There we go. Should have used the menu trick to get that key. I think the menus are easily like my biggest downfall of this run so far, because the... shit, what you call it, fuck. The movement and everything's been pretty solid. Not amazing, but decent, pretty good. Acceptable, I should say. Grab the mop. And you want to head upstairs. Oh, I'll mention as well, if you're still in the chat silent, I took your feedback on board regarding commands, so if you are a mod in the chat, you can use exclamation mark YouTube or exclamation mark Discord to pull up the links to both. Obviously they're both tied to timers that are activated by Streamlabs, but if somebody requests them immediately, you can just use that command to bring that up. That's the one. Yeah, boy. We've got that deep knowledge. Minus 520. It's free, I tell you. The first time that I did Yaobikuni in this new version, I was like minus 10 minutes by the end, and it wasn't even a great run. And the button as well. I think that's, yeah, it's 2 text boxes. In fact, it's more than 2, it's 2 sets of text boxes. Jank. Should have used that button from the front. That's it. Needs to be like right in the centre of the tiles for that to go through. Trying to tidy your room, there's just cruel ambience in the background. Absolutely disgusting. Grab that hammer. I think your character moves a little faster here. Obviously you can't really... Well, some of you might be able to read the dialogue, but it's in Japanese and I know there's a lot of native English speakers in the chat. But the dialogue's basically the person in the house saying they are in danger. Whoops. So your character runs back, and I think the movement speed does actually go up a little. At least it's not something like 999. God, what a fucking game. Actually true though. I don't know if you'll know the exact one that I'm talking about by name, but there's a soundtrack in 999 called Chillin' Rigger, which is absolutely horrid. Like, it's always a good time when that comes on, but it's... no, I don't like it. It's not the type of music you want to hear at night. That Satiro Forest was decent. My favourite track, your favourite track is Chillin' Rigger. Are you having a laugh? To be fair, it's ridiculously unsettling. Like, as far as game soundtrack goes, it does its job so fucking well. It's really good. If you had to ask me what my favourite soundtrack is from 999, I really do not know. There's like too many good ones. Probably Morphogenic Sorrow, even though that's like a... I guess you could say cliche answer. Like an extremely common answer. In the same way that a lot of people for Virtue's Last Reward, they would say Bluebird's Lamentation. Yep. I mean, to be fair though, as mentioned, bangers. Bangers through and through. I don't think there's a single piece in the soundtrack that I would call bad. Picked up my old Vita copy of Virtue, nice. Huge. It's pretty cool you have that. Bizarrely, the Nintendo 3DS version of Virtues does not have an option for English voices. Like, I believe it was only the Vita port, or the Vita version, I should say, which had Japanese or English options. It wasn't until the PlayStation 4 version, the 999 Virtues bundle, the Nonary games came out, where I actually played through Virtues with English voices for the first time. I have a Vita as well. I don't know if you were aware of that. I actually did many years after its inception pick up a Vita. That right? That was right. There's one thing I forgot to do as well. That's going to cost me a little bit of time. I'll need to do that now. I don't have much for my Vita though. I'm trying to remember what games I've even got for it. I think as far as downloaded games go, I have... Well, I had the original Corpse Party in PSP, so I was able to download that. And then... Fuck, what do I have? I've got Danganronpa 2 digitally. And then I've got Resident Evil 3 digitally as well, like the PS1 version. And as far as physicals, I have Corpse Party Blood Drive. Which actually sucked. So that's cool. Oh wait, no, I've got a Katamari game as well. I think it's like Touch My Katamari or something it is. I've got that as well. That's fun as hell. I agree, I actually really do like the Vita. I haven't played mine very much, but I really do like it. It's a really cool, like, neat little console. It's just the... By the time I picked up, the support for it was like super dead. Like, I managed to buy mines, I should say, after the reduction went out. I think it was like £80 or something I paid for it. The soundtrack for Touch My Katamari, damn tune. General Katamari soundtrack. I think it was the one on the 360, Beautiful Katamari. There's a soundtrack in it called... I don't remember if it's Bless My Stars or Touch My Stars. But whatever it is, it's legitimately like triple S tier. Whoops. One of my old Pokemon folders. Oh shit, is it got like cards and stuff like that in it? There we go. Ah, I shouldn't have clicked that, fuck. Little bit of time waste. Lot of bit of time waste. That fucking hell, stop talking. Oh, that was a nice solid, like, 10 plus seconds. Goodness Christ. First set in Team Rocket with full Japanese. Nice! That's really cool. Oh wait, you just need to examine it, fuck. Oh shit, you have a shiny Machamp. Nice. I really need to consider sleeving up some of my more popular Pokemon cards. I went to Geek Retreat in Motherwell semi-recently and picked up some sleeves, and I'm using them for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I might actually buy other ones. The sleeves I've got are like ridiculously tight to the card. It's not like your usual sleeve where it's like you can slot the card into it and the card has like a little bit of wiggle room. These ones are like this skinny jeans of card sleeves. They're ridiculously tight. Please mate, use your speed. I don't think there's anything that I have to do now beyond this point. I'm pretty sure it's just all cutscene. I don't think it's like in Yaobikuni where you need to go backwards or something. Feels good seeing all these old trainer format cards, absolutely. There's something about just seeing like retro cards, or not even necessarily retro. Well, I guess they would be retro, yeah. But like the first format of cards, particularly when there's been a new format that's out for a while. And there's probably a lot of people that don't even know the original format at this point. It's like I went through all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to see if there's any cards I wanted to sleeve. And you know, you obviously get your monster cards, spell cards and trap cards. I found an abundance of spell cards, but from back when they were called magic cards. And that put wrinkles on my face. Seeing that, I genuinely felt older for having experienced it. Okay, yeah, this is the ending. This is just a cutscene then, that's fine. I think we're probably going to lose time here actually, because there's not that many places where they take advantage of the cutscene skip from this point on, and also we had that like big old 10-second time loss. Nice. Other than the mistake at the end and a handful of like small menu pop-ups and minor errors and stuff like that, that was cool. That wasn't too shabby.